Next we have Dr.S. Ramaratnam. He's the Vice Chancellor of Jagadguru Kripala University, Odisha. And he'll be presenting on gender equality in ritual traditions of India. Thank you
so much. I knew the constraints of the organizers and speakers like us, and therefore I'm not presenting any slides for you. Well, leaving alone the complex problems of sexuality and sex life, like gay and homosexuality, etc., it is rather doubtful whether, as wives or husbands, we understand the general sex life in our own sphere of activities, for that matter. I would say it is because we have not understood the ritual tradition that is in our midst. If we can really understand our ritual tradition, not only our sex life, but even our other part of our life, our economic life, whatever, will be very pleasant and very enjoyable. That is my contention, and that is the purpose of presenting this particular paper. Well, as we discuss sexuality in life, we may also discuss some aspects of wedding ritual, because after all, most of the Indians, even now, irrespective of religion, for them sexual life starts with the wedding only. So, if we understand the wedding ritual, we can understand our sexual life as it well, and the whole life would be very pleasant for that matter. So, where shall we begin? Because there are series of rituals in the wedding. We will start with the last one called the Chaturthi Karma, in the whole of the wedding ritual, series of rituals. It is called the Chaturthi Karma because it is performed on the fourth day. The husband and wife are supposed to observe austerity for the 3 days of the marriage, the first 3 days of the marriage. They should not take any spicy food. They should take any ordinary food without much of salt and all that. And even on the wedding day, they should not unite. They have to wait for the fourth day, the Chaturthi Karma. On the fourth day, after some of the rituals are performed, they unite. But generally, in most of the rituals, the women do not utter any mantra. But strangely, in this Chaturthi Karma alone, the bride, the wife, she utters a mantra, which is very significant. She addresses her husband like this: You have become great because of your penance. You have become prosperous because of your penance. So, may you be born as my son. So, the implied sense is that a true wife expects material prosperity, but at the same time she expects the righteousness and virtue of her husband as the first instance. So, it is not the mere physical charm or sexual life, the dharmic life, because in the whole of the wedding ritual, the prayers are for begetting suprajaha, great children, trained on the dharmic way, virtuous children. Unfortunately, we have forgotten all these traditions. That is why so many things that we do not like are happening in this world, in our country particularly. Because if the husband and wife understand the significance of ritual and pray sincerely for the suprajaha, the whole country will be filled with virtuous persons, suprajaha, and there would be no problem. And again, there is another mantra which says, it says, Dashaputran adehi patim ekadasham krita. The people, the priests and others, they bless the couple, particularly the wife. May you get 10 children. Don't take it literally. Not that she should take, generally she should give birth to 10 children. Only thing is she has to beget virtuous children, suprajaha. And make your husband the 11th child. The idea is that the wife is the dominant person in the entire family. Even the husband is like a child for her. He should be like a child. The whole family will then prosper. Because it is said, na griham griham ityahuhu, grihini griham uchyate. It is not the house. The house is not called the house. It is only because of grihini, the wife, the virtuous wife, that the house gets the name Griha. And therefore, as the mistress of the house, she has the total responsibility of running the family, and everything will be all right. And there is another small ceremony called Ashmarohana, that is setting foot on the stone during the ritual, wedding ritual. The idea is that she should be firm and strong because she is going to be the head of the family, and therefore she must be very strong and firm in her activities, like a stone. Just symbolic. Most of the rituals are symbolic. We should understand the significance behind the symbols. Only then we will understand the rituals. When the child is born also, it is kept on a stone slab. Then the prayer, the father utters the prayer. May you be strong like a stone. May your intellect be like the tip of an axe. Ashma bhava, parashur bhava. Hiranyam astrutam bhava. May your prosperity grow. And Hiranyam astrutam. So, just as at the time of the birth of the child, the Ashmarohana is performed. Yeah, another typical stone ritual is performed during the wedding also. The idea is that the people concerned should be physically and mentally strong to deal with the problems of the life, for that matter. And then, just before this Chaturthi Karma, when the wife utters, when the husband and wife enter the house for the first time, another mantra, significant mantra is uttered. The husband says, Samraghi Bhava, may you become the queen of the entire house. Shvashure Samraghi Shvashure Bhava, Samraghi Shvashurvam Bhava. May you be the conqueror, not the conqueror, may you be the mistress of the entire house, not only mastering over the father-in-law, but also mother-in-law. Nanandari, and also sister-in-law. Therefore, may you be the mistress of the entire house, for that matter. So, the significance is that if this kind of principle is carried out, the entire house will be peaceful. All this mother-in-law, daughter-in-law problems will be solved. Now, generally, the opinion is that the woman is not given proper representation during the rituals, but it is not correct. If we go through the ritual tradition, we find that the woman has a prominent role and an important role in most of the ceremonies. It is not that she should be sitting before the fire and offering ghee into the fire, but she stands serenely like the Brahman. We are like, the men are like, ordinary human beings, but she stands like the Brahman, watching and witnessing everything. And therefore, the woman has a significant role in the ritual tradition. And she is eloquent by her silence. She may not utter scores of mantras, but she still remains eloquent in her silence, for that matter. This enhances her stature. To cite a parallel, it is only the Jivatman, which goes about doing all the mundane things. But the Paramatman looks serene. Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya. We have the Upanishadic mantra, which says the same thing. We have the woman has a role not only as the wife of her husband, but she is also going to become a mother. The concept of mother has been glorified in our entire literature. So, for example, our Shankaracharya says, Astam tavadiyam prasuti samaye durvara shulavyata nairuchyam tanushochanam malamaye shayyacha samvatsari. What kind of problem, the suffering the mother undergoes when she undergoes the pain, delivery pain, and delivers the child. And what happens after a few years? The son becomes big, and he may become a justice. He may make a great intellect. He may become a great industrialist. He may not care for his mother, but still the mother has immense love, continues to have the immense love for her son. And therefore, finally, in the stanza, Shankaracharya says, Datum nishkritim unnatovi tanayaha tasyai jananyai namaha. My salutations to that mother, concept of mother, who doesn't care about all these mundane things, but has immense love for her son. Now, this expands, her function expands. She is not having so much of love for her own son. She has love for the entire society, entire family for that matter, and it expands further for the entire society for that matter, and the entire nation for that matter. So in all our, yes, 2 minutes. I can go on for 1 hour also, but I will limit it 2 minutes. What cannot be said in 10 minutes cannot be said in 1 hour also. Yeah. So in all this ritual tradition, the wife is given so much of importance. So that is what I wanted to emphasize in this particular paper for that matter. And there are so many small rituals in the course of the course of the ritual tradition, where the woman has so much of important role to play. Whenever a new house is built, only the wife has to enter the house. The husband has to follow later. And when the child is born, when it is taken out for the first time out of the house, there is a small ritual. During that ritual also, the mother is given great importance. It is the mother who has to take the child for a few steps in the beginning. Only then the father can take the child to the temple or whatever. Contrary to the belief that there was craze for only male children, but actually if you go through the ritual tradition, ritual books, you will find that the girl children was not neglected. There was equal importance. Gender equality, that's what we find. Entire ritual tradition for that matter. So I renew my appeal that we must all take interest in our ritual tradition. Not necessary to learn the mantras, at least we must know the meaning of the mantras that are pronounced during all of rituals and understand the significance of the rituals. And we elders should impart this learning to the youngsters also, so that they will also take abiding interest in the ritual tradition. If we understand the significance of our ritual tradition, our entire life will prosper. And all these problems like gender inequality, all these things, and imbalance in the society, they will all disappear. We will get back to the old times when India was the most prosperous, most civilized nation in the entire world for that matter. Thank you very much.